Woke up this morning by the banks of the low Black River. Sun ain't strong enough to stop my whole body shiver. Walked so far from home, couldn't feel my blistered feet. Had to shed my leather shoes right there on the muddy street. The water looked like oil, slow and thick and mean. Said, take this burden river, make my weary soul clean. The river's got my shoes, baby, and the gravel's got my toes. But the pain in my walking ain't the half of what it shows. Left my woman and my debt back in the dusty town. Now the water carries my mistakes as the sun goes down. Gonna walk until the dirt path turns a broken, empty air. 'Cause the only honest friend I got is the devil waiting there. Got 2 dimes and a matchstick, ain't worth a dime to spend. But I got a 6-string prayer for a road that has no end. I remember how you laughed when I fell down to my knee. Told me that the Delta was the only place for me. Yeah, you said I was a stone with no place left to roll, a heavy piece of bad luck sitting deep inside your soul. The river's got my shoes, baby, and the gravel's got my toes. But the pain in my walking ain't the half of what it shows. Left my woman and my debt back in the dusty town. Now the water carries my mistakes as the sun goes down. Gonna walk until the dirt path turns to broken, empty air. 'Cause the only honest friend I got is the devil waiting there. I hear the sound of a train running heavy to the south. Smell the smoke and the regret pouring from its metal mouth. My jump that freight car starts to creep across the sill. I'm sitting here on the carpet, trying hard to just be still. I poured my drink last night, then I dropped the empty glass, and the pieces on the floor won't let a single shadow pass. They shine up sharp and mean, reflecting every ugly choice, sounding just like the fear that's been rattling in my voice. My heart's made of broken glass, babe, so you gotta tread slow. Every little step you take is a new place for the blood to flow. It's sharp and thin and dangerous. It can't be put back tight. Just scattered little memories under the pale morning light. I tried to sweep the fragments up, but they always leave a trace. Now my soul is cut and bleeding, right here in this lonely place. You were the woman who held me when I thought I couldn't stand. Said you'd take this heavy wreckage, try to fix it with your hand. But the shards were set too deep. Honey, they cut you when you tried, and you left me here bleeding with nowhere left to hide. I see 1,000 reflections in the pieces on the floor. Every single one of them is a time I slammed the door. My heart's made of broken glass, babe, so you gotta tread slow. Every little step you take is a new place for the blood to flow. It's sharp and thin and dangerous. It can't be put back tight. Just scattered little memories under the pale morning light. Don't reach out to help me, no. Don't try to make me whole. You'll just end up cutting the goodness from your perfect soul. Just stand right there and watch the sun begin to climb, and witness the hard wreckage of a man who ran out of time. there's one bare bulb hanging from the ceiling wire, throwing shadows on the stage and feeding the same fire. It hums a weary tune that only broken souls can hear. Been burning out its filament for 20 damn long years. Around that little light there's a drunken, dusty moth, trying to dance in glory on a promise made of cloth. I'm nothing but that moth to your electric glow. Keep coming back to burn where I already know to go. Just circling the danger, knowing I ain't got a choice. Listen for the whisper of your late night, low down voice. Yeah, that bulb is me, and that moth is my desire. Burning up the same mistakes, sitting by the heat of the fire. The barman says, son, you pay good money just to crawl. You walk out clean each morning, but you stumble toward the fall. He sees my kind coming from 100 miles away, the ones who love the darkness and hate the light of day. I got your scent on my jacket and a scar across my wrist, just a souvenir of the madness that I couldn't resist. I'm nothing but that moth to your electric glow. Keep coming back to burn where I already know to go. Just circling the danger, knowing I ain't got a choice. Listen for the whisper of your late night, low down voice. Yeah, that bulb is me, and that moth is my desire. Burning up the same mistake, sitting by the heat of the fire. I watch that moth hit the glass, knock itself ceiling weak. It falls right to the table, but it's back there in a week. That's the truth about a good kind of hurt, the kind you can't deny. You just keep reaching out for it till the day you finally die. Burning dim bulb, show me where I should have been. Gonna watch that little fool fly, 'cause I know the end. He ain't my enemy, he's my only friend. lights are dimming, they ain't got much time to spare. I'm looking at the wood grain, wondering why you ain't still there. The barman came and cleaned up all the glasses and the ash, but he left the watermarks that only time can fully wash. Right where your elbow sat, beneath the smoky glow, there's three perfect circles that the moisture made them show. Just the rings on the bar, baby, that's your lonely sign. Three clear, damp memories of the glass that used to be mine. They show exactly where you were when you said the final word, and the silence that followed was the meanest thing I heard. I could wipe them away clean, but I'm gonna let them dry, 'cause they're the only honest record of the night you said goodbye. I trace the biggest circle with the tip of my wet thumb, thinking about the conversation that I wish I'd never come. The air is cold and empty, now the talking is all done, but the proof of your existence lingers here till the morning sun. The wood is stained and scarred now, can't be fixed by varnish or glue, just like the damage left behind by the things you put me through. Just the rings on the bar, baby, that's your lonely sign. Three clear, damn memories of the glass that used to be mine. They show exactly where you were when you said the final word, and the silence that followed was the meanest thing I heard. I could wipe them away clean, but I'm gonna let them dry, 'cause they're the only honest record of the night you said goodbye. I press my hand down hard, try to make my own damn mark, but my memory ain't as permanent as the moisture in the dark. I walk away from the table, turn my back on the light, but those rings on the bar are gonna burn all through the night. Sadness, oh, 77 days walking on a broken highway through the dusty haze. My jacket's ripped and ragged, my hat is full of holes, but the deepest set of markings are the ones upon my soul. I got 4 small punctures in the brim of my felt hat, for every time I thought of going back, but couldn't stomach that. There are scars on my boots, baby, and they ain't for show. Every crack and crease is a place I couldn't go. They walk me through the swamp where the gators watch you sleep, and drag me through the promises that I couldn't keep. Yeah, the leather's all worn thin, worn down to the bare wood heel, but these boots keep moving forward. That's the only thing that's real. I stopped down by the river, saw my reflection in the stream. Looked like a tired man living out a 20-year-old dream. My beard is full of tangle, and my pocket's full of sand. Just a lonely kind of riches that a blues man understands. I could hear your low laughter in the buzz of the power line, saying you're built for breaking, boy. You're the stubborn, suffering kind. There are scars on my boots, baby, and they ain't for show. Every crack and crease is a place I couldn't go. They walk me through the swamp where the gators watch you sleep, and drag me through the promises that I couldn't keep. Yeah, the leather's all worn thin, worn down to the bare wood heel, but these boots keep moving forward. That's the only thing that's real. I ain't looking for no repair shop, ain't asking for new lace, 'cause the older these shoes get, the better they know their place. They know the weight of the guitar, they know the sting of the heat, they know every damn mistake I made on every single street. Walking slow, scars, the only things that grow. Gonna keep wearing 'em down till there's nothing left to see. Just the dust of the road and the blues inside of me. The bartender's gone silent, stacking chairs and mopping up the floor. Says, son, you gotta finish that drink, I can't serve you anymore. I got one last cigarette and a book of matches, then one. Just like a little hope I held since the day you were born. The smoke curls up slow in a beam of the weak back door light, and it looks just like your memory trying to escape the night. There's only one match left in the book, baby. That's all I can claim. One final flicker of fire to remember your sweet name. I scratch it slow and careful, watch that little flame take hold. A flash of sudden brightness on a story growing cold. When that tiny spark gives out, I know the truth will finally land. I'll be sitting in the darkness with a broken, empty hand. The bottle's empty now, the glass is wiped clean and put away. They say that whiskey heals, but it just pushes back the day. I'm searching through my pocket, finding nothing but regret, and the promise that I made myself that I was gonna forget. The jukebox is unplugged, ain't got a single song to play, and the silence in this room is louder than a judgment day. There's only one match left in the book, baby. That's all I can claim. One final flicker of fire to remember your sweet name. I scratch it slow and careful, watch that little flame take hold. A flash of sudden brightness on a story growing cold. When that tiny spark gives out, I know the truth will finally land. I'll be sitting in the darkness with a broken, empty hand. I light that final match, and I watch the light grow tall, just enough for me to see the writing on the wall. It ain't your name, baby. It ain't a promise of return. It's just my own damn shadow watching the last lesson burn. since that cold year of '39. Didn't have a suitcase, just a heartache that was mine. Sleeping rough and dirty on a sack of flour and coal, trying to find a way to fix the fracture in my soul. Got this little toastman, cost me about $10 in on. Is the only thing that whispers, boy, you ain't far from home. There's a layer of dust on this $10 guitar. Every speck of mile I walk, chasing a falling star. I got delta dirt beneath the strings, and the sweat of every plea. This cheap wood knows more about the blues than any man but me. Yeah, she creaks and she groans, but she keeps my story true. Dust on a $10 guitar, and a hole you let me through. The Mississippi wind blows me, cuts you to the bone. Sounds just like the night you told me you're better off alone. My hands are split and bleeding from the steel strings I play, but the pain in my fingers can't wash the pain away. I play for the moon, I play for the train that rolls on by. I'm just a shadow on the roadside, beneath a lonesome sky. There's a layer of dust on this $10 guitar. Every speck of mile I walk, chasing a falling star. I got delta dirt beneath the strings, and the sweat of every plea. This cheap wood knows more about the blues than any man but me. Yeah, she creaks and she groans, but she keeps my story true. Dust on the $10 guitar, and a hole you let me through. I could sell this thing for drinking, could trade it for a warm bed, but it's the only voice I got for the things that can't be said. I polish off the neck, but I leave the dust right on the top, 'cause that dirt is my dress, and I ain't ready to stop. Just keep riding, $10 of wood and wire. Gonna play this song until I set the whole wide world on fire. It's been 8 long months since you walked out the door, and I've scrubbed your memory from the walls and from the floor. But there's one damn thing I ain't got the strength to touch. That old gray raincoat you didn't love so much, it's hanging on the back of that kitchen chair, still dry, like a silent witness watching every tear I try to hide. The raincoat on a chair, baby, that's my blues tonight. A nylon covered promise that you never made it right. It still smells like the subway and the rain you left behind. It's the heaviest damn burden on this heart of mine. I keep the blinds all closed just so I don't have to see that empty sleeve still reaching out, reaching out for me. I told my friends you moved, found a better life than this, gave up your low down sorrow for a better kind of bliss. I even tossed your photograph into the burning trash, but I can't move that kitchen chair, can't make that final dash. I play my 6-string low right there beside the table, singing to a ghost in gray that only I am able. The raincoat on a chair, baby, that's my blues tonight. A nylon covered promise that you never made it right. It still smells like the subway and the rain you left behind. It's the heaviest damn burden on this heart of mine. I keep the blinds all closed just so I don't have to see that empty sleeve still reaching out, reaching out for me. Oh, wait for the thunder, wait for the sky to crack, hoping the good Lord sends a flood to bring my baby back. 'Cause that coat is proof. You thought you'd step outside and turn around, instead you just kept walking till you left this lonely town. got left to lose? I watched the last smoke curl up from the ashtray low. It drifted to the ceiling where the red bulb used to glow. It took the shape of your face right there above the band, a fleeting, fading image that I couldn't understand. I swore the years would heal it, swore the memory would break, but the wound just got a little deeper for the lonely life I take. Saw smoke and lost promise floating in the humid air. Every puff of pain I breathe is a confession and a prayer. I reach out through the haze, but my hand just comes back empty. Just a bitter taste of silence on the soul you send me. Yeah, the barman can't pour whiskey, but he can't pour me a cure, 'cause a ghost that I am chasing is the one that's always pure. The fog outside the window is heavy on the street. Looks just like the thick regret that covers my own defeat. We made 1,000 vows beneath the moonlight, thin and fast. Said our love was gonna hold, said our joy was gonna last. Now those words are just like vapor caught between the wall and glass, gone before you hear them, gone before you watch them pass. It's all smoke and lost promises floating in the humid air. Every puff of pain I breathe is a confession and a prayer. I reach out through the haze, but my hand just comes back empty. Just a bitter taste of silence on the soul you sent me. Yeah, the barman can't pour whiskey, but he can't pour me a cure, 'cause a ghost that I am chasing is the one that's always pure. I light another cigarette just to feed the rising cloud, hoping the density will be loud enough to drown the crowd. I wanna disappear completely, right into the silent haze, to walk away from daylight and all the lonely days. Smooth, carry my heart. heart away. Promises lost to the break of day. I'll be sitting in the haze till the barman turns the key, just smoking lost promises, waiting here for me. In a ditch by the highway, sun burning through the trees. Got nothing but dust in my belly and a tremor in my knees. Pulled out the old knife my daddy gave me back in '54. Said, son, you keep this handy when the devil's at your door. Chipped and busted, got a rust across the hinge. It won't cut a piece of twine, won't stop the life I cringe. It's a rusty pocket knife, baby, can't fix a thing for me. Just a heavy piece of metal hanging where the world can see. It's supposed to be a tool, supposed to help me stand up tall, but it's dull just like my future, and I can't sharpen it at all. I'll hold it in my palm now, feel the coldness in my grip. Another broken promise from a life that starts to slip. I found a patch of dry dirt, tried to carve your initials there, but the blade just scraped the surface, couldn't get below despair. You used to tell me I was strong, told me I had all the might, but the only thing I'm cutting now is the silence of the night. The knife is dull, the story's old, the lesson's always true. Some men are meant for breaking, and I guess that includes you. It's a rusted pocket knife, baby, can't fix a thing for me. Just a heavy piece of metal hanging where the world can see. It's supposed to be a tool, supposed to help me stand up tall, but it's dull just like my future, and I can't sharpen it at all. Junction store, but the man just shook his head and wouldn't give a nickel more. Said a kind of steel is worthless, son, it just reflects the gloom. You gotta leave that kind of baggage if you wanna leave this room. carry it along rusted, the rhythm of my song. I'm just a man with dull metal and a life he can't amend. A rusted pocket knife until the very end.